My name is Lisa. I'm 38 years old. I grew up in Toledo, Ohio, in a small house on Maple Street. It wasn't fancy, but it was home. My childhood was simple. We didn't have much, but I never felt poor. My dad, or the man I thought was my dad, worked hard. He was quiet, strong, reliable. He fixed everything around the house, never complained, and always showed up. He called me Pumpkin every Thanksgiving, and he used to make grilled cheese sandwiches in the shape of hearts when I was sick. He wasn't affectionate, but I always knew he loved me. When he passed away, it was sudden, a heart attack. I didn't get to say goodbye. At the funeral, people came from everywhere, old coworkers, neighbors, friends from church. After the service, while people were hugging and crying, an older woman approached me. She had gray curls, soft eyes, and a look I couldn't place. She stared at me for a moment, and then she said something I'll never forget. "You look just like your real father." I froze. I thought maybe she was confused, so I asked, "You mean my dad?" She looked me dead in the eyes. "No, honey, I mean your real father, my brother." Time stopped. I didn't understand what she meant. I felt like I had stepped into someone else's life. I asked her to explain. She said her brother, Daniel Miller, and my mom had been together before she married my dad. She said they were close. Too close. I laughed it off nervously. But when I looked at her again, something in me cracked. That night, I drove to my mom's house. I didn't call. I just showed up. She answered the door in her robe, mascara smudged from crying. I sat her down, and I asked one question. "Is it true?" She didn't even ask what I meant. She just started crying. She whispered, "We never wanted you to find out this way." Then she nodded. "Yes, your father, the man we buried today, he wasn't your biological father." I couldn't breathe. Everything inside me shattered. She told me that before she met my dad, she had fallen in love with a man named Daniel. They had a brief, intense relationship. Then he left town. She didn't even know she was pregnant until weeks later. When she met my dad, he knew. She told him the truth, and he said, "She's mine now. Both of you are." I sat there, silent. I thought I would feel anger, but all I felt was grief, not just for the man I lost, but for the truth I never knew. I asked where Daniel was now. She looked down and said, "He died years ago. A car accident in Kentucky." I went home and didn't sleep for 2 days. I looked him up online. Daniel Miller? There wasn't much. A couple of blurry photos, an obituary. He was a musician, never married, no other children. I found one picture where he was holding a guitar and smiling, and I saw my own eyes staring back. For the next few weeks, I was in a fog. I didn't know who I was anymore. But then I remembered the man who raised me. He taught me how to ride a bike. He helped me with math homework. He worked late shifts just to buy me a prom dress. He was there when I graduated, when I got my first job, when I got divorced. He called every Sunday, even if we had nothing to say. And suddenly, I realized biology didn't matter. Love did. 1 week later, I was going through his closet. At the bottom of a drawer, under a pile of socks, I found a letter. It had my name on it, in his handwriting. I opened it with shaking hands. "Dear Lisa, if you're reading this, then I'm gone. And there's something I need you to know. I may not have given you life, but you gave mine meaning. Not a day passed that I didn't thank God for you. I chose to be your father, and I choose it again, 1,000 times. Love, Dad." I sat on the floor and cried for hours. That letter healed something inside me. It told me that the truth didn't change who I was, or who he was. I didn't lose a father. I gained an even deeper understanding of what it means to be loved. 6 months later, I still carry his letter in my purse. Sometimes I take it out when I feel lost. And when people ask me if I miss my dad, I smile because I had the best one anyone could ask for, not by blood, but by heart.